Little over a month, and we were introduced to the newest Prime within the Transformers lore, and it is Alita Prime. For those of you who aren't caught up on the Transformer comics, apparently, Alita's new Prime. She pretty much said, yo, listen to me, follow me. If not, you are no longer Autobots because, I'm the best. Optimus isn't, yada, yada, yada. But anyways, enough of me rambling. Today, we will be reviewing issue number 32. Me and Muffin are going to have our reactions to it. Granted, it's going to be audio because, I'm still a bitch and I don't want my face on the internet quite yet. So, yes. But expectations going into this, I honestly think this is going to be the first time where Alita will actually see struggle and overcome an obstacle. With all that being said, you're probably asking yourself, Abyss, who is this big bad? Well, little Timmy, if you just look on cover A, Shockwave's back. It's going to be interesting to see the dynamic between Alita and Shockwave because I honestly think that's going to be their rivalry, and Shockwave will literally put her through hell and back. So I'm excited to see what Robert Kirkman is going to do. But yes, me and Muffin are going to get our reactions. You guys are going to come along. And let's jump straight into the review. All right, me and Muffin just picked up our shit. Say hello.
Hello.
Wow, look at you. You're actually in a video for once, on like the phone instead of,
Yeah, over Xbox.
Yeah, which is crazy. But, so we just picked it up. We already read it, reviewed it. Muffin is going to be the unbiased person because he's more of a Star Wars nerd.
It's going to be very biased because I love Shockwave.
So with the issue starting off, the Autobots have returned to Cybertron through the space bridge. Obviously, Bulkhead damn near exploded during the space bridge. Jetfire and Sideswipe was giving Alita ideas because Jetfire wanted to fly the Autobots out of that area because they're behind Decepticon territory. Alita's like, no, that's too dangerous. Sideswipe was like, yo, why don't we just drive? Alita's like, no, that's dangerous.
What else are you supposed to do in that situation?
Her plan was to pretty much walk.
Ah.
Either or, I'm glad she's actually like taking care of the Autobots, but walking over flying, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
So, and then the road ahead will be treacherous. We will not arrive unscathed. So, the big bad of the story is like, I couldn't have said that better myself. And then, spoilers, you see Shockwave along with Black Arachnia, Lockdown, Skyquake, that's his name, Ratbat, Knockout and Breakdown, Lugnut, Octane, and Thrust. This has to be one of the most crispiest lineups, as in Decepticon teams, ever. It does not go very well for the Autobots.
Let's say the least.
Because Alita is in shock like Shockwave. How? I've held together with hatred and spite. So pretty much like some Darth Maul type shit.
Oh.
Then Shockwave pretty much says open fire. And Bumblebee gets fucked up even more so.
I bet he wishes he was back in the Bay universe.
Because he actually survived the Bay. But yes, he literally implodes. Then we cut to Ultra Magnus and Dead Ratchet having a conversation. Ultra Magnus being like, yo, I got to save my people. Long story short, the Autobots get murked horribly wrong. Bulkhead gets punched in the face. I don't know who that is. Jazz gets hooked by Lockdown, and your boy Sideswipe gets his arm ripped off, saying, ah.
I bet he wishes in the Bay universe too. Look at him.
At least he went out dying to another robot instead of Cemetery Wind.
That's very true.
Then you got Brawn getting stabbed through the chest by Black Arachnia. And then this is where it gets juicy, right? Alita pretty much says no, and then she takes the Matrix out of her chest and you can see all the Autobots pretty much bleeding out through the mouth. And she says, "Light our darkest hour." And she's like, "No, why do you forsake me?" Then she said, "Why?" As she tries to proceed to open the Matrix. And then, great idea, right? You just start punching the shit out of it.
Wow.
Obviously, it works. Just like how you smack an old TV and it starts working miraculously.
Wow. I love that my fearless leader is doing that to the Matrix Alicia. That makes sense.
And then it glows and she says, "By the Allspark." What? And then she says, "Decepticons, you now face Alita Prime. She wields the ghost of the Starsaber." Yes. The ghost of the Starsaber.
So what happened to it before?
Don't know.
Oh, what the heck?
But, yes, so now she wields the ghost of the Starsaber and she ends up saving majority of the Autobots. She cut off Skyquake's arms, stabbed Makeshift, which that was that one character hiding in the back. I'll add a photo. Then, yeah, she just proceeds to dismantle every other single Autobot because she has the Matrix. And then, I'm just going to add photos. We're just looking at it currently, just rambling. And then, long story short, she ends the battle pretty quick. Shockwave is last seen on the last page, pretty much saying the Autobots have an upper advantage. It's time to pay a visit to Alpha Trion. So the overall story, in my opinion, is pretty... I like what they're doing with it. Pretty much, Alita gets back to Cybertron and she has an idea, I'm going to lead my people. 5 minutes on Cybertron, they just get fucked.
I think her being under new leadership, she's going to have to learn a lot. But also her saying, like, I'm better than you, Optimus, I feel like her punching the Matrix, that was kind of like, okay. Like, you say you know what you're doing, but, like, kind of a crutch just punching it and then it magically works, in my opinion.
Well, not only that, it's like... She's back on Cybertron. She just became a Prime for like, I don't know, an hour. And she's already relying on the Matrix. Granted, yes, dire situations, but another reason why she shouldn't be Prime.
Yeah. But they did get ambushed pretty bad.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, if there's a ghost... If there's a ghost of the Starsaber, could that mean that there's a ghost of the Dark Starsaber?
There could be.
Because why else would Shockwave wanting to go see Alpha Trion?
Well, Shockwave could be the one to find it, potentially.
I honestly... Yeah. But no, I like the story. It's interesting. Another word, interesting. That's the word of the day. Artwork is fantastic. Love seeing Ultra Magnus do Ultra Magnus shit. And then the new characters, I liked how they incorporated different characters from different universes.
I liked Lockdown in there.
They added Lockdown based off of animated.
Yeah, I like that look.
Yeah, so Black Arachnia is the animated look, so is Lockdown. And then Breakdown and Knockout, they're the... they look like the toy versions.
Well, Breakdown reminds me of Prime. I like that look.
Yeah, it's so... Hasbro did like a... What's the word I'm looking for? A stylized version of the Prime designs. That's what I mean by like toy versions. Because they also did that to Skyquake.
Oh.
But no, you got Lugnut, who's also from animated.
I remember Lugnut.
But
he's a pretty cool character.
Yeah. I like the direction that it's going in. Can't wait to see what happens in issue number 34. Actually, it might be 35. Because there's like 3 different Transformers stories going on right now. Because you had the Decepticons and the Autobots. And now since Alita split off from the Autobots, Optimus and his group has their own like story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Overall, what would you rate this?
I like it. I like the ambush, and then the ghost of the Star Saber is, even though like her like crutching on it again was kind of like, come on, bro. But it was pretty cool. But no. Also, my boy coming back, I like that. And then the addition of Lockdown, I like a lot.
You sound so monotone, bro. Be like happy. Come on.
Oh.
Was like it is all.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh.
But yes, go pick this up. It was a great read. It's going to be dope to see why Shockwave wants Alpha Trion.
He wants the Dark Saber. I know he does.
But yes, thank you for watching. This concludes the review. And yeah, stay safe, go eat healthy, work out, or eat fat kid food. I don't care.
And like and subscribe too.
Yeah, do that. Or legal name. I almost said your legal name.
Oh,
Yes. All right, guys, this is Abyss while he is editing this video. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported me. We've came up on a year of me starting YouTube back on the 12th. So I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for putting up with me ranting about dumb shit. I truly appreciate you all. We are going to do some crazy shit going forward. Not too crazy, but I'm going to change it up from gaming. I'm going to start doing more of these videos. So down below, let me know what videos you want me to cover. I will step out of my wheelhouse and do videos on whatever you guys cover. So with that being said, thank you again. Stay safe, eat healthy, or not. I don't care. I'm not your dad. Or treat yourself. Go out, buy that bag, buy whatever. Shit.